Hey, it's me again. So I want to talk about my second week of keto. So just again explaining my experiences. So if you watch my first video of week one, you'll remember that my carb cravings got intense. It really did subside a lot in the second week, which was great. And I started having more energy. Not this huge burst of energy that heard people talk about. Like, I'm not here to BS you. I just, as opposed to being asleep all the time week one, I was awake more. The other good thing was I was on vacation, so I was doing things, maybe not concentrate, like I had a plan, but I wasn't focusing on, oh my God, what did the scale say today? What does it say today? So it was a little bit easier because I was kind of distracted. But what I did choose to focus on, as with, anything new, it's kind of good to go into it in stages, is I want to focus on one, my hydration. I wanted to make sure that I was getting enough water. The second thing that goes along with that was electrolytes. So, okay, great, I'm drinking all this water, but I don't want all the electrolytes to go out and be left with nothing. So, again, salting my food, taking a magnesium supplement, and this is when I started Googling, what foods have potassium in them that I actually like, because apparently either they're high carb or I don't like them. I found I liked mushrooms, so I fried up some mushrooms with my eggs. Oh, and I started loving on hot sauce a lot, like hot sauce on my eggs all the time, because it added additional flavor on top of just salt. And the other thing is I wanted to focus on making sure I had enough fat, because it's really hard from someone who was on low carb diets before, or sorry, low fat diets before, to feel comfortable with all this fat. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna gain weight. Oh my God, this could be horrible. How can I possibly lose weight? Am I getting too much? And it's really easy to kind of get set into this old way of thinking, or, well, even just the way society thinks, right? I mean, we hear it all the time. Um, so I really focused on trying to make sure I had fat. So I was adding coconut oil every time I made a coffee. It was just a little bit. Um, and that was what I really focused on for week two. Kind of going along with what society thinks, and, kind of feeling awkward. Like, it's weird when you tell people you're doing keto. They think, oh, well, it's A, not sustainable. B, you don't really know what you're doing. Like, you're doing something horrible. Depends on who you talk to. It can kind of go either way. So for the first little bit, I didn't really tell anyone. Only a few people knew that I was doing it. Just basically because I didn't really want to hear about it. I didn't want people like, oh, okay. I didn't really want the negativity. I wanted to try it out for myself. I tried it a year prior, and I will talk about my experiences in another video, because I didn't do it right. I just didn't want to hear about it from people, honestly. Sometimes negativity can be a deterrent. So sometimes it's good to figure out what you want to do on your own, trial it out, and maybe not let everyone know. Because what if it didn't work? Because then it's like, oh yeah, you were right. I don't feel like saying that to anyone. If I don't have to. I mean, I'm the first one to admit when I'm wrong, but I just wanted to try it out without any judgment. So what I did is I created an Instagram account for my own accountability. If I found something cool that I liked, maybe something I just want to reference later, I opened it up so people could follow me, just thinking no one was going to, but whatevs. I was doing it mainly for me. I do have some followers now, which is great. If you want to follow me, by all means. I made it Keto Girl, the number 4 life. So feel free to follow me if you like. I'm trying to, try to update it fairly regularly on things that I do, things that I'm eating, or just general quotes that I think are good, or motivational things. That's something I want to kind of do more often. I found that it was really good for my own accountability, and now I feel, I don't know, I'm more into it. It was a different way of kind of getting that support network. Like, if you've ever done Weight Watchers and you've gone to the meetings, it's nice to have a support network. And I found that, sometimes doing something different to get a support network is good. And yeah, so that's what I did for my week 2. And of course, the next question is, how much did you lose? So my first week and 2, if you watch my first video, I said how, like, I went away, and there was scale 1 was different at home. Then I went to the cottage, which is a different scale. So when I came back home, at least then it was the same number. So when I stepped on my original scale at home, it was a total for the 2 weeks of 15 pounds, which was awesome, very motivating, loved it. It was when I was like, yeah, I can do this. But I mean, it's not all about the scale. Things change. That is my cat scratching at my couch. Awesome. Um, Anyways, so yeah, so week 2 was great, and I definitely recommend trying something new. If you've never tried keto, give it a whirl. It's good at least for that that motivation in the beginning. It was fantastic, just kind of get you moving, get the scale going in the right direction. And it's really good for motivation to kind of just keep going. So yeah, I really have enjoyed it. I definitely would recommend it. Again, if you like these videos, if you want to see more of them, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Awesome. Thanks. Bye.